again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. Look, I'm building up, okay? This channel is building up to the game involving Ghana and Nigeria. Ghana Black Stars will be taking on Nigeria Super Eagles on the 22nd of March 2024. So from now onwards till the 22nd of March, I am trying to build up to the game. So all the news surrounding Ghanaian players, Nigerian players, in fact key Ghanaian players and key Nigerian players, and surrounding the game and everything, I'm going to bring to you. Okay, do you get it? Yeah, so sometimes it's not necessarily about the game itself, but then the players who are going to play the game. And you know that Ghana versus Nigeria, there is no friendly anywhere. Even though the game is a friendly game, I'm sure the two countries are going to treat this as a very, very serious game because of the eternal banter that exists between Ghana and Nigeria when it comes to jollof, when it comes to music, when it comes to movies, when it comes to everything, football especially. Ghana Black Stars are always beating. Okay, I'm sure the Nigerians won't be happy with this. But that's how things are. So we are going to look at Victor Osimhen trending. Why is Victor Osimhen of Nigeria trending currently? I speak to you. And then also we will look at Mohamed Kudus of Ghana. Also we will look at certain news about Mohamed Kudus in this particular video. And then we will look at some other stories. Nigeria are participating in the All-African Games. Ghana are also participating in the All-African Games. Yesterday, the Ghana under-20 men's national team and then also the female national team played. Both sides ensure that they win their games. So we are going to, sorry about that, we are going to talk to you about all of those issues in this particular video, and then we discuss some other stories with you. We have a very, very packed video in this one. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select. I'll see you. Yes, stick and stay with us. Thank you very, very much for staying with us. Okay, good. Now, where do I even start from? Let's start from the All-African Games, okay? The Black Princesses of Ghana secure semi-final spot after coming back to win over Tanzania. Black Princesses have advanced to the semi-finals of the African Games Women's Football Tournament following a thrilling comeback victory against Tanzania. The match took place on Tuesday evening at the Cape Coast Stadium, where the Black Princesses were able to overcome a one-goal deficit to win 2-1. Tanzania scored first, finding the back of the net in the 23rd minute. However, Ghana refused to give up, fighting back with a beautiful executed header from Tracy Chum just before half time. This goal marked Chum's third of the tournament and solidifying a position as a key player for the Black Princesses. In the second half, Mukarama Abdullahi scored what would be the game-winning goal for Ghana, thanks to a superb assist from Ophelia Amponza. So the Black Princesses of Ghana, the under-20 team of Ghana, yes, the women's team of Ghana, have qualified to the semi-finals of the ongoing All-African Games football fixture over there. Oh, let's talk about this one and then we come to the main Ghana versus Nigeria games and all. Now, Ghana under-20 team, the men's team, yesterday we won 3-1 over Gambia, and it could have been more. That's the point. But the Ghana under-20 national team missed the penalty, but yesterday we scored 3 goals and there were lots of chances. I'm telling you, if you've not watched the highlights, you can watch the highlights in the video before this one. I posted the extended and full highlights of the game with all the goals, all the 4 goals in that particular video, and all the chances that came in the game too. You can see clear-cut chances. Our players were just not having the composure, but clearly it was an improvement, okay, from the first game. The first game was a very not so much a convincing one because we drew the game, couldn't score, yet we kept a clean sheet, but we were not so convincing. But this one, from the blast of the whistle till the last minute of the game, we were just dominating the game, creating all the decent chances and doing very well. At least we got 3 goals and could have scored more. Like I told you, we actually missed a penalty. So the Ghana under-20 team is on course to qualify to the semi-finals of the competition. Now they are on top of the league log. They have 4 points. Benin has 2 points, Congo having 2 points, and then Gambia having 1 point. Because Benin and Congo drew again, and then Congo and Ghana drew in the first game, and then Benin and Gambia drew in their first game, and Ghana beat Gambia 3-1. So for Ghana to qualify, we just need a win or draw versus Benin, and we will qualify. And then Congo can actually decide to beat Gambia. If they're able to beat Gambia, then maybe they will also qualify to the semi-finals of the competition. Don't forget that Uganda in the group with Nigeria have already qualified to the semi-finals. After they won their first 2 games, Uganda beat Nigeria 2-1, and then they beat Senegal 1-0. So even before the last game, they've already qualified to the semi-finals. Nigeria under 20 is in Group A, and they are having 3 points currently as I speak to you. They're having 3 points. Senegal also having 3 points because Senegal also beat their first opponent in the first game. You get it? So Uganda is having 6 points, Nigeria having 3 points, Senegal having 3 points. And then I think Tanzania also is in the same group with them. They are having no points over there. So Nigeria and Senegal, they are playing the final game. So that game, no, anyone who wins the game is going to qualify. Do you get a point? If you're able to win the game, you are going to qualify because they have everything the same. So let's see how things go. It's going to be a very cagey one over there. All African games. Now, Ghana versus Nigeria is going to play on the 22nd of March 2024. Okay, it's a friendly game. We are going to play it in Morocco. I try to give the update in each video because somebody wouldn't have, maybe haven't watched the previous videos, so he's watching it the first time. So obviously you have to give some background. Now, Ghana versus Nigeria will be playing versus in Morocco, Marrakesh, on the 22nd of March. Like I told you in my intro, before the game starts, I'm going to monitor the Ghanaian players. I'm going to monitor the Nigerian players also, how they are doing in their clubs and how they are faring in their various leagues, and then also the build up to the game and everything, analysis, history and everything. I'm going to review all of them to you in this particular video, and that's what I've started. So the reason why Victor Osimhen is trending today as I'm speaking to you is that yesterday he was involved in the UEFA Champions League game versus FC Barcelona in Spain. Napoli were eliminated from the competition as they failed to qualify to the quarterfinals of the competition. Barcelona qualified to the quarterfinals after beating Napoli 3-1 at home. The first leg ended in a 1-1 draw, and Victor Osimhen, coming back from the AFCON, came to drew the game for Napoli. So going into this game, everybody thought that Victor Osimhen is one of the players who are going to decide this game, and indeed he decided it, because if he had scored a goal or gotten a penalty or something like that, obviously Napoli would have had some chances. But this one, it's an unfortunate trending because he couldn't see top in the game, and that was because of Pau Kubasi, a fantastic young 17-year-old Barcelona La Masia player. Pau Kubasi, who was able to handle Victor Osimhen and take him out of the game. He was taken out of the game completely. And if you go to Twitter, in fact, Ghanaian Twitter, Victor Osimhen is trending. So you can imagine that Nigerian Twitter there, he's been trending like number 1 or number 2 or even number 3. And that is how things are. Kubasi had a very, very good game, making sure that he would tame Victor Osimhen from scoring or getting any impact in the game. And overall, Pau Kubasi of FC Barcelona got the Man of the Match award in that particular game. Victor Osimhen had a rating of 5.9. Very, very bad. Below average, and he just couldn't see top. And that was because of Pau Kubasi. And that's the reason why everybody on Twitter in Ghana here and Nigeria everywhere is talking about Victor Osimhen and how he couldn't see top in that particular UEFA Champions League game versus Napoli, versus Barcelona. Now, one other thing people are talking about is the number of times Victor Osimhen makes offside. Now, in the AFCON, he made the most offsides 9 times. In the UEFA Champions League and top 5 leagues in Europe this season, he has been caught offside more than nobody has been caught offside more than Victor Osimhen, and that's 35 times. He's been caught offside this season 35 times. So Victor Osimhen maybe has to know when to run, has to be very decisive with his running, because he's just getting a lot of offsides. Now, one other conversation I am seeing under my video is that a lot of people are talking about Victor Osimhen versus Mohamed Kudus going into this game involving Nigeria and Ghana. Who is the best? Who is the best? Is it Victor Osimhen of Nigeria or Mohamed Kudus? And people are saying that, look, they understand Victor Osimhen is having the African best player. So if you have the African best player, obviously you are the best. But we are not talking about awards or individual. It's not like that. But people are looking at on the field of play. Who is the best in terms of dribbles, in terms of pace, in terms of contribution to your team, in terms of goals, in terms of assists? Who is the best? That is what people are saying. The Ghanaians and even some Nigerians are saying that, look, when it comes to pure football on the pitch, it is not necessarily about goals. Because if you take Victor Osimhen, he is a striker, so obviously he's going to score more goals than Kudus. So don't take the goals out. But in terms of pure football, how you contribute to your team, dribbles, assists, and free kicks, penalties, even goals to a certain extent, Mohamed Kudus is far better than Victor Osimhen. That is what people are saying. And others are having the argument that cannot be the case. Victor Osimhen is far better than Mohamed Kudus because he has proven himself in Europe, mainstream Europe, Napoli, Italy for so many years. Mohamed Kudus just left Netherlands and coming to prove himself in the English Premier League this season. And Victor Osimhen have been consistent in the Champions League. But Kudus has also been consistent in the Champions League and in his league. So who do you think is the best? Let me have that conversation in the comment section. A lot of people are commenting on that, and I would love to hear your thoughts, comments, views on that also. Now, let's talk about the Mohamed Kudus news and then we leave. Now, Kudus Mohamed of West Ham United is also going to play versus Freiburg in the UEFA Europa League tomorrow. Thursday night football. Mohamed Kudus is going to play versus Freiburg. And the last time they faced Freiburg, Kudus Mohamed, who is wearing the 14 jersey for West Ham United, scored on the 14th minute to give West Ham United the lead versus Freiburg. Now, this one, it is over 2 legs. The first leg, West Ham United went away and they lost 1-0. The last time they met Freiburg at home, they won 2-0. So can they actually beat Freiburg 2-0 to qualify to the quarterfinals of the Europa League? And can Kudus Mohamed be instrumental? Or Kudus Mohamed is going to flop like Victor Osimhen did? That is just a question I'm asking. In the game versus Barcelona, and he's also going to trend. Or Kudus is going to trend for the right reasons. What are your thoughts, comments? But I think that Kudus is going to trend for the right reasons. West Ham United are playing at home. They are favorites to win. Freiburg couldn't score more goals versus West Ham when they went there. And in fact, the Freiburg goal came in the die embers of the game. Okay, very late in the game. So it tells you that they don't have enough quality over the West Ham United team. Don't forget that the two teams were in the group stages, played versus each other in the group stages. And West Ham United beat Freiburg home and away. But of course, knockout stages are complete different game. And that's the reason why this game is going to be a very difficult one for Mohamed Kudus and West Ham United. But do you think Kudus is going to do very well? I think so. That he's going to get maybe an assist or goals. Don't forget that in his last 3 games for West Ham United, he's been assisting, and they are very important assists for West Ham United, getting them the maximum 3 points and wins in those games. So yes, Kudus Mohamed, that's some news on him over there. Thank you very much for staying with us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.